It's time to pay attention to Justin Turner's incredible postseason record. After 4 businesslike wins to begin what the Los Angeles Dodgers hope will be their first championship run in 29 years, the habitues of Hollywood finally needed a hero to plaster on their marquee. That would be Justin Turner, who hammered a John Lackey pitch over the center field fence for a 3-run, walk-off homer with 2 outs in the 9th, giving the Dodgers a 4-1 win over the Chicago Cubs on Sunday and a 2-0 lead in the National League Championship Series. The blast was just the second walk-off homer in Dodgers postseason history. You probably remember the other one, or at least have seen the highlights about 1,000 times. It was Kirk Gibson's pinch hit blast to win Game 1 of the 1988 World Series against Oakland. Sunday's game marked the 29th anniversary of that iconic play, which sparked the Dodgers to their last World Series win. The Dodgers are really hoping history repeats itself. Yasiel Puig began the winning rally with a leadoff walk against Brian Dwensing, his 3rd free pass of the game. He went to second on Charlie Culberson's sacrifice but was stuck there after pinch hitter Kyle Farmer struck out. Cubs manager Joe Maddon went to a familiar name in an unfamiliar role, longtime starter John Lackey, whom Chris Taylor worked for a walk. That set the stage for Turner, who turned around a Lackey fastball on the second pitch he saw. Turner drove in all 4 Dodger runs. Rich Hill was masterful for the most part over 5 innings, during which he allowed just 3 hits and 1 run. Hill's 8 strikeouts were a postseason career high, but he made one big mistake that the Cubs capitalized on: a grooved fastball that Addison Russell hooked inside the left field foul pole for the game's first run. On the other side, the Dodgers waited out postseason ace Jon Lester, not doing great damage but making him work for his outs. Lester walked 5, a playoff high for him, and was out after 2 outs in the 5th with 103 pitches on his ticker. The second inning was a perfect example of the Dodgers' game plan against Lester. They didn't swing until his 10th pitch of the inning, during which he didn't allow a hit but walked 2. The Dodgers scratched out a run in the 5th to tie the contest and get Hill off the hook. Culberson, making his 2nd straight start in place of injured shortstop Corey Seager, doubled and went to 3rd on Taylor's grounder. Turner drove him in, reaching out and poking a Lester sinker into right field for a single to plate Culberson. That set up a battle of the bullpen that, given recent trends, would seem to tilt heavily in the Dodgers' favor. Indeed, Brandon Morrow came on for Hill and mowed through the Cubs over 2 perfect innings, throwing just 18 pitches in the process. Josh Fields and Tony Watson were just as effective and efficient in shorter stints. By the time Dodgers closer Kenley Jansen came on for the 9th, the Cubs' drought against the LA bullpen during the NLCS had stretched to 0 for 21. This time, however, the Cubs' bullpen was matching its counterparts 0 for 0, and, when Jansen took over, the game remained deadlocked. Jansen struck out Chris Bryant to begin his outing, his 5th straight punch-out to start this LCS, making the Dodgers' bullpen 22 for 22 in retiring Cubs in the series. However, Jansen plunked Anthony Rizzo, ending the out streak and giving the Cubs their first base runner since the 5th inning. A clearly rattled Jansen recovered to strike out Wilson Contreras and retire Albert Almora Jr. on a grounder, setting the stage for LD's dramatic win. Game 3 will be Tuesday night at Wrigley Field, with the Dodgers' Yu Darvish facing Chicago's Kyle Hendricks.